For centuries, knowledge has been hidden in plain sight across the sands of time. Whispers of lost civilizations, cryptic symbols, and forbidden histories have been erased or concealed. What if the truth was never lost, but hidden? Welcome to Eye of Ancient Mysteries, where the past speaks and the future listens. Sit back, open your mind, and prepare to uncover the untold secrets of our world. Let the journey begin now. Lovi gum, two monsters caught flirting in Loch Ness. Legendary Nessie hunter convinced he caught the creature on a date with its partner. Footage appears to show the Loch Ness Monster engaging in a mating dance, possibly courting another mysterious inhabitant of the legendary lake. At least that's what monster hunter Ewan Fagan claims after spotting two captivating creatures via a Loch Ness webcam. Upon closer inspection, there are actually two creatures surfacing. The first one that rose from the water was shorter and not as long as the second. The second was longer and taller, with a prominent hump at the back and a smaller one at the front. I believe these are two Loch Ness monsters, Fagan told the Mirror. A veteran Nessie seeker, Fagan believes the footage could show courtship behavior. The movement of both creatures makes the sighting particularly intriguing. What's happening here? Could it be mating related? Perhaps a male Nessie showing off to attract a female? Or is it just feeding behavior? If it were feeding, I'd imagine we'd see this behavior regularly at the surface, he said. He added, it was mesmerizing to observe these unexplained phenomena in Loch Ness. Argentina named after silver, the evil spirit cobalt poisoned German miners. The scientist arranged the elements after a prophetic dream. In schools around the world stands a familiar chart, Mendeleev's periodic table of elements, first introduced on March 6, 1869. Many elements are named after capitals, countries, and mythological deities. For instance, magnesium owes its name to the town of Magnesia on the Aegean coast, a historical source of calcium oxide. Copper, Cu, comes from Latin cuprum, meaning from Cyprus, a region known for its copper mines, used for over 10,000 years. Even small places like the Swedish village of Ytterby have contributed, giving names to yttrium, ytterbium, and erbium. Germany, France, Poland, and India are honored with germanium, francium, polonium, and indium respectively. Gallium is named after ancient France and can melt in your hand, hilariously used by students to make cutlery that melts while eating. Other examples include europium, U, and americium, Amy, named after Europe, and America, scandium, cecite from Scandinavia, californium, CFE from California, platinum from the Spanish word for silver, mined from Colombia's Pinto River, Argentina, named after argentum, the Latin word for silver, mytho roche, magicael metals, tellurium, ste, from tellus, Latin for earth, linked to the Mother Earth goddess. Discovered in Romania, thorium, named after Norse god Thor, a silvery, slightly radioactive metal believed to potentially solve the world's energy crisis. Titanium, a strong, corrosion-resistant space metal, named after the Titans. children of Uranus and Gaia. Cobalt comes from kobold, a malevolent forest spirit. German miners believed the evil spirit poisoned their silver with this metal. Heating cobalt ores released arsenic gas which caused poisoning. Sulfur SF derives from the Greek for divine and smelling. Ancient Greeks, including Odysseus, knew its disinfecting properties. It was used after the Trojan War to purify his home and also as part of the deadly Greek fire. EMEMT4TIRPROPARDIES carbon and hydrogen mean coal-borne and water-borne, oxygen from Greek, meaning acid-forming, vital for life. Mendeleev's vis ion teachi dir emt etcince. By the mid-1800s, only 63 elements were known. Scientists searched for a unifying logic. Legend says that Dmitri Mendeleev, exhausted and puzzled, fell asleep while working and dreamed the solution, that properties of elements follow their atomic mass. Italian chemist Marco da Vivo compares this discovery to inventing an alphabet for the universe, enabling new materials, medicines, and technologies. Today, there are 118 known elements, forming everything from human bodies to stars. Hydrogen, the lightest uranium, the heaviest, once used not only for nuclear power but also for decorating ceramics and waterproofing. Discovered in 1789 and named after the planet Uranus. A playfulk-dies iodine was discovered in 1811 by French chemist Bernard Courtois, thanks to his mischievous cat. The feline knocked over flasks containing seaweed alcohol extract and sulfuric acid. Their mix released violet vapors, the birth of iodine. Writer and healer Svetlana Kirilska. I heal with the energy of Nikola Tesla. I communicate with the spirit of the great inventor, who lives in the fifth dimension. On July 1, Bulgaria celebrated the Day of the Folk Healer. Early in the month, millions of people also paid tribute to the birth of Nikola Tesla. The year 2023 was significant, marking 80 years since the death of the brilliant inventor. On this occasion, we spoke with the phenomenal writer, healer, and spiritual communicator Svetlana Kirilska. She possesses the gift of communicating with invisible realms inhabited by multidimensional beings, ascended masters, and the spirits of great individuals. Kirilska is the author of over 20 books featuring poetry, stories, essays, and telepathic revelations from beyond, including Remote Reports from the Constellation Cygnus, The Religion of Love, Zay in 2 parts, Heavenly Messages, Miraculous Healing Springs, Herbal Amulets, Wild Plants, Food and Medicine, and more. Mrs. Kirilska. In early July, millions around the world commemorate the birth of the Serbian-American inventor Nikola Tesla. You claim to communicate with him mentally, beyond time and space, despite him passing 80 years ago. How did this all begin? Initially, I asked for divine information about Tesla, because I was drawn to his mysterious persona. That's when I was told that not only could I connect with him, but I must, because he would teach me how to heal with light. Artists like yourself are usually more sensitive, but how is such metaphysical contact even possible? Are you communicating with his soul, with his energy imprint in the magnetic grid, as some quantum theories suggest, or This is a form of telepathic communication. A soul in the beyond has the ability and no restrictions to contact people on Earth. It doesn't matter what dimension they inhabit. Thought is energy, and for it, distance and dimensional boundaries are irrelevant. The information flow in the universe is all-encompassing and continuous. Where is Tesla's spirit now? On Earth or on another planet? Tesla's spirit resides in the fifth dimension. He reached insights through visualization. He has passed through 7 stages of spiritual initiation. He had phenomenal abilities. He could see, hear, and feel worlds beyond our physical dimension even while alive. Now, Tesla possesses the energy of stimulation. His mission is to guide and energize bright souls on Earth to aid humanity's evolution. At one point you began healing with Tesla's help. Tell us more about this alternative method. Yes, Tesla initiated me into light healing through a special code that activates automatically. This light clears blockages and cleanses the body's energy centers from stress, fatigue, tension, malicious energy attacks, and illnesses of various origins. What illnesses can Tesla's method help with? Energy cleansing improves overall well-being. It works on a quantum level and benefits many conditions. It calms the nervous system, restores emotional balance and vitality, relieves pain, and is even applied successfully in cases of mental illness. It normalizes pulse, breathing, heart rhythm, and can be used on cardiac patients with bypasses or stents. It sometimes even affects character and behavior. Most importantly, it has no contraindications and cannot cause harm. Would it help with knee pain or high blood pressure? Yes, I've had such cases. Blood pressure normalizes immediately after a session, although not permanently, since the root causes can't be removed instantly. Regarding knee pain, I smile remembering a case, a Bulgarian teacher from Canada who introduced me at a reader's event, unexpectedly squatted, and stood up quickly to demonstrate that after 2-3 sessions with me, his chronic knee pain had vanished. Sometimes one session feels like a miraculous healing, other times improvement comes gradually. In some cases, it requires following a diet or combining the method with herbal treatments. Effort is needed. Healing doesn't come for free. How does a session with you work? And can you see the illness and its origin? It doesn't matter if the person is physically present or on another continent. Healing can be done remotely using a photo. A diseased organ or blocked chakra emits differently. I feel warmth, cold, tingling, sharpness, involuntary limb movement, sudden laughter or tears, weightlessness, etc. Energetic impacts like envy or curses appear as arrows stuck in the person, snares, dark spots in the aura, or punctures. What do people say after undergoing your bioenergetic therapy? In my book, The Universe is Life, I've included testimonials. Here are a few. Thank you for the ease and harmony I feel after each session. My thoughts become clear, and I follow my path with lightness. Energies balance out and all external interferences are cleansed. Sophia. The magic in energy cleansing is a painless feeling of movement in the blocked part of the body, it feels like something is being unclogged and normality follows. I had a sexual problem. My wife had migraines, thank you Tvedana. A P and GM Varna. Special thanks to Svetna Kakrilska for the energy cleansing. After one session, a person feels harmonized, filled with positive energy and lightness. Everyone needs to go through this filter of bliss to be in harmony with their soul and free from outside influence. Laya Petkova, Sophia, the light. The white ray Tevatana uses to heal is a mighty force penetrating, purifying, and helpful. Myself, friends, and family were all positively affected by this therapy. Tatiana Beneva Gabrovo, but where does the energy you use come from? Energy is one throughout the universe. It flows through me, and I emit it strongest through my eyes and hands. I guide it, but it also finds the pain on its own. I see how the beam focuses on problematic areas and irradiates them in circular motions. It's interesting, since Tesla wasn't known as a healer in life, but as an inventor. Yes, that was my first thought when I realized I'd be spiritually initiated by Tesla. I was surprised, as I have no background in physics or exact sciences. But just like scientific discoveries, healing is entrusted to those with the sensitivity and willingness to dedicate themselves to others. I'm sure many people have gifts, but unless they're ready to commit, no one can force them. I myself postponed this for 10 years. All wars, regardless of their excuse, seem to revolve around energy resources. How do you respond to conspiracy theories that Tesla wanted to give humanity free energy, but was stopped by shadowy powers? Tesla was a genius by earthly standards and an enlightened one by universal ones. Such individuals, especially innovators, always draw the attention of rulers, opportunists, and secret societies. From what I've been told from above, Tesla was indeed halted in his research and the application of discoveries far beyond his time. As a medium and spiritual communicator, what messages have you received from Tesla? They're short yet wise and powerful. Here are some. Humanity multiplies too fast, but grows spiritually too slowly. Measure more of the human mind. It's so scarce that it moves, but does not plow. Look more toward the sublime. From there, you can better see the whole. Don't wear dark clothes or dark thoughts. Give of yourself, but drink only from the divine. Have reverence only within yourselves, only toward spirit. Measure everything by the divine, because human standards are fleeting. Change is the inner engine, the fuel, the arrow. Do not resist change. Despair is a disease of the soul. Sorrow and joy should not obscure reason. Show more mercy and kindness. Be humble in the face of others' pain. When you see a ship, raise your sails. Don't miss the journeys. Feel like travelers through the universe. Hold yourself to higher standards than you do others. An earthly life, those who walk beaten paths succeed. Heavenly messengers don't follow paths, they forge them. The world's morality is a tree without roots, a crown without leaves, a nest without birds. Between holiness and sin stands experience. Life is a midway station. One doesn't embark on a journey just to wait. One is a traveler with distant goals. God has calculated everything for you.